song, good vibes everywhere. Ryder's got big muscles, Lisa's got the hair. You never know what they're gonna say, but there's a 45% chance you might like it anyway. It's the sauce, they're spilling it live for you. It's the sauce with your favorite morning crew. It's the sauce, 2 hours will fly by. They don't know what they're doing, but they're gonna try. It's the sauce.
Hey, I'm Kirk, not Alejandro, and I'm from Edmonton, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Hi, I'm Taylor, and I'm from New Zealand, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Hey, I'm Heather, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Shout out to the Rangers in Fort Sask.
The audio wasn't working for the first bit, I guess. Check.
Can you guys hear us?
It should be good now. Oh, mics are off. Man, we were killing it too.
That was probably the best show intro we've ever done, and you'll never know about it.
That
is totally on me.
No, that's fine. When did it start working? What's the first thing we said? Emily said, let's start over. This is actually perfect because I was about to talk about how my nephew was like, do you guys like your intro song, The Sauce? And I went, yeah. And he said, I'm not really a fan. And I said, well, we're going to play it twice tomorrow. And I was kind of kidding, but I feel like
you manifested this.
We manifested starting over. I don't think we need to do the whole song intro, but should we go do 3, 2, 1?
Hey, Lisa says, looks like they're saying something funny.
Of course.
That was back when we were off. We're on.
And that's not me. That's a different Lisa in the chat, by the way. Okay, so should we do it again? Ready? You have to say where we're broadcasting from. You got it? Okay, ready? Okay, wait, look away first. 3, 2, 1, action.
Welcome to the Sports Interaction Studio for episode 12 of The Sauce.
I'm nervous now.
This is like when you went on vacation for with your buddies to England, and I came and picked you up at the airport, and you were gone for so long. My daughter and I were both shy.
Yeah.
When we pulled up.
No, we were just discussing how we were trying to do the math on how many episodes we've had, and that's why other shows and podcasts are smarter than us, because they caption each show on the episode number so they can celebrate when it's episode 300 or 500 or 1,000 if we ever get there. I don't know.
I think we just let Reece keep track. Right?
Yeah, let's put more work on Reece's plate.
We're like sending him videos that we want for the show 7 seconds before airtime. We will not hold that against you, I promise, Reece.
I do appreciate the chat being so passionate
on it
and trying to help us out. They were even writing in all caps, and we didn't notice.
I wonder how many people were like, is something wrong with me?
Yeah, is this a me problem? When you're trying to watch a video on your phone in your vehicle and it's still attached to the Bluetooth and you're like, do I have to get out of my car? Do I have to disconnect to Bluetooth?
Totally.
Speaking of that, you can stream us. There are so many different ways that we can be a part of your morning routine.
Including tune in.
Tune in, yeah. You can stream us there. You can listen to us, obviously, on YouTube and use your Apple Play in your vehicle.
Your smart speaker at home.
And then, of course, we have the podcast that's uploaded daily wherever you get your podcast. And to those of you that are leaving us wonderful reviews, thank you so much. We notice everything that you do.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, means a lot.
Where is your favorite place that you find out people consume our content, listen or watch the show? Because for me, it's the shower. When people have us cranked up in the shower, I just think it's a vibe.
It is a vibe. And I'm the same way with other shows. Like there's one show that I subscribe to that is like it's my comfort show.
It's called Cougars on the Wild.
It's not. No, it's a show that recaps all of the Real Housewives, and they're super funny, the impressions that they do and stuff. It's called Sexy Unique Podcast. I'm going to give it a plug. Why not?
Sure.
And I just love them, and I listen to it when I'm in the shower, and they make me lol. I love that. So if you're listening to this in the shower, hello. You missed a spot. I like people that set up their phone at their desk and pretend
that they're working.
That they're focusing on their emails, but in reality,
they're in the chat.
They're zoned in with the saws. Actually, that's a good question. To everybody that has reached out, if you are in our MSN chat room right now on YouTube, where are you listening from? Because I know that Wade's in the chat and he tunes in from Mexico every morning when he's having his coffee.
Well, and it's nice that we have all those saucers checking in on SpeakPipe with their shout outs from all around the world.
Nobody got to hear today's SpeakPipe shout out. Should we do it again?
No, save it. Save it. Wow, we may as well have a big collection.
But don't you think some people were waiting to hear their own voice on the show today? That's so cool. We had one from, where did she say?
New Zealand, I believe. I don't know. I think it was New Zealand.
Reece, can we hear the SpeakPipes again?
No, look, you're putting them on poor guys on the spot now.
Never mind. Okay.
Oh, he's got it.
Okay, let's hear him.
Hey, I'm Kirk, not Alejandro, and I'm from Edmonton, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Hi, I'm Taylor, and I'm from New Zealand, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Hey, I'm Heather, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Yeah.
Okay, those people just got a double shout out because Justin said we heard those. We just didn't hear you guys. Mercury must be in retrograde, said Kelsey in the chat.
Again, yeah.
Also, it's the second full moon in Scorpio as of last night, which means tensions are high, emotions are insane. So if that is something that resonates with you, it's not your fault. It's the moon.
What happens if that just never goes away?
It doesn't. I check the moon every day and I'm like, that's why.
The problem.
It's not me.
We've got a stacked show for you today. Of course, we'll be recapping the Oilers game, another loss on another road game. So we'll be getting into that. And we have the very well-known Pete Blackburn from What Chaos joining us as well.
He's joining us from an Eastern time zone. He's in Boston. I've been following Pete. I don't want to pump his tires too much to his face.
Okay.
Because I'm sure he gets it all the time. But I have been following him on Twitter for years and years and years.
Yeah, I think he might have my favorite takes on just hockey-related things on the planet.
Yeah, because he doesn't care. He will tweet what he thinks. And he used to do like a pop culture show too. So he's well-versed. He's got lots of things to talk about.
When one of the saucers found out yesterday that he was jumping on with us.
Because we teased it on Instagram.
Reached out to me and said he's my favorite hockey personality.
Yeah, we got Anna in the chat that listens to his podcast every day. A lot of people are super excited. So he'll be with us in about 5 minutes.
Dang, getting right to it, hey? I almost got arrested internationally. I thought we could discuss that real quick.
Yeah, so...
Got some mail from the Pope.
From the Vatican. And that's scary. At first, it's exciting because you're like, am I going to be... like, is there a special ceremony that's just for me? Like, why am I so special?
Yeah, I felt like I was like in a Nick Cage movie or something. I don't know why. I just felt like I was like an international villain.
Maybe you're thinking of Tom Hanks.
Sure. Anything's fine.
I think he's in a Vatican movie of some sort. No?
But yeah, I got some mail from Italy. I had apparently committed a crime while driving a rental car there that I wasn't aware of. I don't remember doing anything wrong.
You were probably driving on the wrong side of the road.
140 euros is what I have to pay, which I think roughly equals out to about
$7,000 Canadian. No, actually, I think it's like 400 something.
probably around $300.
Are you going to pay it?
I don't know.
I think you have to pay it.
If anybody has any experience with getting tickets internationally, I'd love to know.
And if you don't pay it, what happens? Does the Pope show up at your door?
Yeah, it's like you got to do 6 altar boy sessions.
Let's hear it. Let's hear an example. Everybody's free. Everybody's free to feel good. What movie is that from? And Leonardo DiCaprio love
Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet. That scene slaps.
So I'm on the phone with my mom yesterday, and I find out about this Vatican thing. And mom and dad go to church on a regular basis, Catholic church. Mm-hmm. So I said to her, "Well, I guess I'll pay this bill, but I'm not chipping in when the money gets passed around at church the next like 10 times to make up for it."
That's true.
And
how do they do that in 2025? To those of you that still go to church, do they still hand out the basket that you put cash in, or is there a place to tap?
Well, it's been so long since I've been that I don't know the answer to that, and she was on to me. She knew that wasn't the case, but I am actually doing some girl math in my head that had I gone to church on a regular basis and threw $5 in per visit,
that would pay for your speeding ticket or whatever the heck it is.
The speeding ticket that I have to pay the Pope directly, I feel like
you should write him a letter.
You think he doesn't get enough mail with the passionate people that follow the Catholic Church, especially people that love writing letters, like that age range? I bet that guy gets more letters than anybody on the planet.
Yeah, it's true.
So I might just pay the bill.
Does anyone else have unpaid tickets? Because there's certain parking lots I cannot park in them because one more ticket, that vehicle's getting towed. So I just avoid them.
Yeah, at our old office, there was underground parking, and I found out that a tow truck was too big to fit under it. So I just collected tickets for 12 years. But I did the math, and I saved like $15,000 not paying for parking over
your career there.
Over my 13, 14 years there.
Wow. Yeah, I'm the same way. I have so many parking tickets from one parking lot in particular. I'm like Jim Carrey in Liar Liar when he can't lie and he gets pulled over by the cops. And they're like, anything else? Or he's like, yeah, I have unpaid parking tickets. And then he has to get his vehicle towed. That's me.
Yeah, I think if they actually did get my vehicle and towed me at some point here, I could just give them my vehicle and it would be a wash. I'd be like, well, I'm not coming to pick it up.
No.
It's yours now.
Sounds like a you problem.
I saved enough money that makes sense.
Also, I have a girlfriend that said she had all these parking tickets and she went in and instead of paying them, she just changed her license plate for $60. And I've thought about doing something like that, like kind of cheating the system, but I love my license plate so much because I have it memorized. It's really easy for me. And that's so frustrating when you go into a restaurant and they're like, what's your license plate? And you're like, oh, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You could also get like one of the themed license plates and justify the cost of that, too.
What should I have it say? Skin pickle?
Sure. But I'm just talking about like the Oilers like version of the license plates that you can get.
You can do that and that's an upgrade and it would get rid of your tickets even if it was the same license number? No.
I believe you when you do that. Do you get a new license number? I think you can.
Yeah. I would get the sauce.
Or skin pickle.
You can have skin pickle. I dibs the sauce or saucer if it's not taken yet. One of my favorite things to do though is try to decode those license plates. It's like your own game on the road. If you're pulled up behind someone and you're trying to figure out what the heck it means.
I was watching some Hell's Kitchen the other day. That's my kid and I's favorite show to watch together. And they had a contest that were all license plates. And it was different foods that were like spelled like a license plate would. And these people were battling because if they got it right, they got to use that ingredient or whatever. But I just absolutely demolished my daughter at it. She's like, how are you so good at this? I've been doing it since I was 16.
Oh my gosh.
Out there on the roads.
We've got Southview Acura in the chat. You're going to pick up a new vehicle from there today. So us talking about all these tickets, just kidding. We're actually totally kidding about that.
Yeah, do they get the tickets like mailed to them?
We're going to be a bit smarter on the road with that, right?
Yeah.
Yep. especially after getting that mail from the Vatican. That is terrifying.
I think they're in support of Skin Pickle because they just messaged SKNPCKL. Like, it would work.
Skin Pickle could work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jerry Lee in the chat said, I love also trying to figure out personalized plates.
Speaking of Acura, our first guest today is brought to you by Southview Acura, family-owned and operated on Edmonton's south side. Southview Acura offers a premier selection of new and pre-owned Acuras and more, backed by expert service you can trust. Stop by today and discover why. At Southview Acura, luxury meets reality.
I'm so excited. Are you?
Yeah, very excited. Let's get it. There he is.
Handsome.
Hello, how are we?
Good. It's interesting when you follow somebody for as long as Lisa and I follow you, and then I see you, it feels like I'm catching up with a buddy.
I'm like, I know you. You don't know me, but I know you.
I know you guys. I know you. I've got eyes and ears everywhere. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I'm not
right.
coming in
You
blind
just used
here.
the last 24 hours and just did as much research as you could, right?
It's still not blind, right?
We've got Pete Blackburn that is joining the show from the very well-known What Chaos podcast, and now part of the Nation Network. Welcome to the team.
Thank you very much. Excited to be a part of the team, and you guys as well. You guys joined right before we did, and when they teased your announcement, we were like, oh, did we miss any like plans for like the announcement of our show? And then we saw that you guys were announced. We were like, okay, thank God. So happy to both be new members of the Nation family.
Totally. And the day that they announced us was the same day that McDavid resigned. Yeah. And so we're actually very thankful that our announcement was right before that, because if it was McDavid first and then us, nobody would have known about our new show at all.
That's right. So yeah, I mean, great timing all around. Everybody's locked up and we're ready to go.
We've had our our thunder stolen a few times. On the day that I was going to propose to Lisa, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged.
Yep. So that was shut down immediately, and that's okay, because that would have also sucked.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think there's another couple out there that would have stopped me, but that one I had to stop it. Mm-hmm. So the wheels came to a screech immediately.
Yep.
Michael Jackson died on my birthday. That was tough when I was like 12 years old. Really, like when I cared about birthdays, and earlier that day, like Farrah Fawcett had also died. So it was just like nobody gave a damn about my birthday, and it was a real tough one. I have trauma from that.
You know what was tough about that is no one really cared about Farrah Fawcett, because Michael Jackson stole her Death Thunder, which I didn't even know was a thing. Death Thunder.
Yeah, I guess it is, right? When you were blowing out your candles, did you kind of blow one out for the two of them?
I don't remember. I think it was probably not. I probably had no space to really grieve their deaths when I was just, it was as like a narcissist was like, well, what about me? So yeah, the king of pop has to take a backseat to me on my birthday is what I was thinking when I was like 12 years old.
So, Pete, how did you get your start? You've always been in Boston. Did you get started somewhere else and move there? Tell us a little bit briefly about your origin story, the lore of Pete Blackburn, because I don't even remember why I started following you on Twitter back in the day. I think you were just really funny. I don't think it had anything to do with sports at the time. Where did you begin? What's your story?
So I origin story is like, long story short, I like started a blog in college. I've always been from Boston, always been a Boston sports fan. Like all of my roots are tied to Boston teams, except for the Texas Longhorns. And I just did a blog in college. It led to my first job and every job after that. And then like Twitter just kind of blew up, I would say like in the early 2010s, because I was like clipping a lot of highlights from hockey. And that's kind of just like how I grew an audience on social media. And from there, like I was able to kind of convert that into podcast listeners or readers and stuff like that. So I feel like I kind of backdoored my way into the industry a little bit, but with the changing kind of media landscape, it's becoming less and less common for people to have to kind of grind their way through newspapers or radio stations or whatever it is. So for a while, I felt like bad about it. Had a little bit of imposter syndrome because I was like, I don't know how the hell I got here. But now that's kind of gone away because everybody's just faking it till they make it.
As far as Boston sports go, you got to watch some of the nicest runs, some of the biggest championship teams known. It is interesting to me that like it seems like the Bruins are kind of number one for you, and you've really dove into hockey. You were a hockey player as a kid. Does that have a big part to do with that?
I was not. I've never played.
Oh.
I've never played a game of organized hockey. I know how to skate. I can play a little bit, but I've never played organized hockey. I was a baseball kid growing up. And like funny story is like in high school is really when it started to shift for me, like where I grew like this weird fascination. I have a very like hyper fixated personality where if I like something, I'm diving full in. And in high school, a lot of the times that stuff kind of comes in waves, and I give it up after I get bored of it for a while. In high school, I got really obsessed with hockey, and like I was my high school hockey team's like video guy, so I would like take video of games and help cut up stuff for coaches. But I started getting really obsessed with the Bruins when they were really bad, and they were doing like student discount nights where every Tuesday you could kind of get into the building for like $6. So me and one of my buddies, we were like, we got nothing better to do, like we're 16 years old. Let's just go to the Bruins every week. And so I would go to like probably 25 to 30 Bruins games a year and got really, really obsessed with these bad Bruins teams. And then it started to turn around, and, it never went away. Like every day of my life since then has just been more and more committed to just being obsessed with hockey. So it's kind of served me well, despite the fact that I've never played. And like having never played, there has to be a certain level of self-awareness where there's certain things that I won't understand just because I've never been in a locker room. I've never been on the ice. I don't see it from that kind of point of view. But I do think that like the obsession does help mask a lot of that a lot of the time.
I feel like I saw a picture of you as a kid with a shirt that just said hockey, and that's why I thought you had.
That's how Ryder does research.
I did have like a sweatshirt that just said hockey. There's a picture of me in my backyard playing hockey. Like I did grow up in a hockey household. We watched the Bruins, from as early as I can remember. But I was a baseball first guy. I was obsessed with baseball, basically until the Red Sox won the World Series and won 3 World Series. And I was like, okay, the weight of that is over. What's next? And I kind of transitioned to hockey and haven't looked back since.
We went to Boston for the first time. When was that? 2 summers ago now? Mm-hmm. And we were at the game where Davis Schneider, it was his first game, and he hit one over the Green Giant, and Green Monster. Mm-hmm. And we were so pumped. We actually only had tickets to 2 games, and it was the third game that they had won twice, the Blue Jays. And we just looked at each other. We're like, okay, do we want to go sightseeing, or like, should we just go and
let's go again?
Let's go to the Blue Jays game again. And it was so fun. Boston is incredible. We did one of those cheesy duck tours. We were like classic tourists, but it was so much fun. Tell us your thoughts on, I know you're a Bruins fan. What are your thoughts on the Oilers right now? Because the picture that we shared of you to tease that you were coming on the show, which our listeners, the Saucers, were so excited about, by the way, you're wearing an Oilers jersey. So what's that about?
We went to Edmonton last year. We had the whole Edmonton experience. We went to the Battle of Alberta in the spring, the one where Draisaitl scored his 50th, had 2 goals, the overtime winner. Like it was an awesome experience. And Oilers right now, obviously that experience is not quite up to the level as what everybody would be expecting. And for like the first month and a half of the season, I was like, all of us on our show, because my co-host DJ is an Oilers fan. We're all willing to put up with it because it's like, this is what they do. They don't really care about the first month of the season. They were always working out the kinks. At some point, though, like in the past week or so, I've transitioned to being legitimately concerned about the state of that team and the way that it looks. It's, obviously the goaltending is a big topic of conversation, but at the end of the day, you do have to have the defense in front of them. And right now, neither of that is there. And like, there is still like a small section of belief that, we wait long enough and they're going to break out of it. And like, they've got enough talent on that roster to overcome some of their deficiencies. But at what point is the hole too big, or at what point have you put up with too much to start the season before you really start to turn around and take yourself seriously as a contender?
Well, for sure. And I think it's a huge blessing that so many teams are in the mix right now. Like, I don't ever remember a season where so many people were within 3-4 points of each other. So if this happened any year that it took us this long to warm up, I know that we've had that the last couple of years as well, but it's almost a blessing that nobody's gotten too hot.
Yeah, nobody's out of it. Like, the parity in the league this year is crazy, especially in the Eastern Conference. But I mean, you mentioned it. I'd say, like, how at what point is the hole too deep? I mean, they're like 2 points out of a playoff spot right now, so the hole is not that deep. They're probably going to make the playoffs, so I'm not that panicked right now. But for a team that absolutely has expectations way higher than this, it's concerning for sure.
Yeah. Now, we saw some pictures of our wonderful Gene Principe and some of your merch. What's going on there? What are you trying to do? You trying to get him on the Bruins? Like, what's going on? He was wearing some of your merch. How did you even swing that?
We love Gene. Even before we started our show, like, we would call the Oilers the best TV show on television, because they were just entertaining every night. And even part of that was the intermission show. Like, Gene is just an entertainer and, like, a sweetheart of a human being. I would die for that guy. I do not want to take him away from you. I'm just trying to celebrate his presence in sports media and the way that he does things, and the attitude that he brings and the creativity that he brings. We love Gene. We love Bob. We love Louie. We love Jack. Like, the whole Edmonton Oilers experience in terms of the broadcast and the presentation is top notch. And I hope you guys know how lucky you are, because as somebody who watches teams across the league every given night, there is no broadcast that even comes close to touching how entertaining and electric that broadcast can be.
No, you're right. And like with Gene Principe, I always say this when he's on camera. I'm like, the day that man announces he's retiring, what are we going to do? We're going to have like more in it. And who can fill those shoes, truly?
Yeah, we'll have to blow out some candles.
Yeah, we'll have to, have to think about that.
I got a chance to watch the 2014 gold medal game beside Gene at the brew house. We just happened to have seats reserved beside each other. And what an experience. What a huge win. And to watch it beside Gene was just the best. Switching to the Olympics for a second, as an American looking at this potential Canadian team, are you more scared of the potential of us having the young guys, Bedard and Celebrini, on the team, or like going with more of a vet lineup? What scares you more as an American?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that this morning. It's funny you should ask. I think the thing that scares me the most is the gap in leadership between both rosters, because this is as good as I've felt about a USA roster. When we're talking about Olympics, obviously Four Nations was last year. You love the roster, and this is as good a chance, or as good as I felt about a USA roster in a long, long time, maybe ever. And so I'm really, really looking forward to the Olympics. But when I think about kind of the discrepancy in leadership, I think that you could probably run down a list of like 4 or 5 guys on Canada's roster that if they were taken off Canada's roster and they were American, they would probably have a stronger case to be the captain of Team USA versus who's leading the charge for the Americans. And, if it's Austin Matthews, like, there's obviously a stink that's attached to Matthews because of the lack of playoff success in Toronto, and however much of that is, tied to him personally, I don't know. Maybe it's fair, maybe it's unfair, but I still think that stink exists, and they're going to have to kind of prove and show up in these big moments, not just in the Olympics, but for years to come, for us to kind of have that stink go away and kind of close that gap, because I think they're closing the gap on talent, but they're not closing the gap on experience and leadership in these big international tournaments.
I can't wait for that tournament. Mm-hmm. It's going to be so awesome.
It's going to be so good.
I think I saw a potential roster and the line matching, and they had McDavid with Celebrini, and that would bring me a ton of joy with how he's playing this year. Who, in your opinion, has been the biggest surprise in the best way, team or player, this season in the NHL?
Like team wise, it's hard not to say either the Bruins or the Penguins because I don't think that either one of those are particularly sustainable. But just in terms of being like, whoa, what the hell's going on here? We talk about the parity. Everybody's in the mix, even teams that were projected to be very, very bottom of the league. Player wise, I don't know how much of a surprise it is, but like the Bedard, Celebrini, Leo Carlson, Beckett Seneca, Carter Gauthier, like Demidov, this resurgence or surge of young players where they all seem to be awesome. You can throw Schaefer in there as well, obviously. The league feels like it's an awesome place right now where, the Crosbys are still going, the Malkins are still going. You got, McKinnon, McDavid, all of those guys are still at their peak, but the next wave is here and you feel it. And I think that's part of the reason why the parity has been so good is that some of these quote unquote bad teams with promising young players have found those leaps at the individual level from those teams. And it's really, really exciting. I think the league's in a great place right now and heading into the Olympics. If you got a nice mix of the vets that and the next wave of players that are going to be kind of taking over the league, it's a really great showcase.
I had a question for you as a Boston Bruins fan and a huge hockey guy. Obviously, the Oilers saw something in Frederick when making the move for him last year, and then maybe he didn't bring his best. Injury possibility had a big part of that, but they saw enough to sign him to a long-term deal. What are we missing, maybe, that you would have saw out of Frederick that management here saw and the fan base is kind of confused by at this point?
Totally.
Yeah, no, I mean, the Trent Frederick experience in Edmonton so far has been thoroughly depressing. And I mean, I'm really rooting for the guy. He's a great kid and, he is a useful player. He hasn't been able to show it so far. What I'll say is that my experience with Trent Frederick in Boston could be frustrating at times too, because there are a couple of years where you saw the production and you saw the energy level and the motor that he would bring to games. And, you questioned his ceiling, you'd be like, what can he be? But ultimately, it did lead to disappointment and frustration because he never really came anywhere close to what you thought that the ceiling might be. So I really don't think that there was a ton of frustration or disappointment when they got rid of him. And there was a lot of surprise around here, too, when he got that 8-year deal. Like, everybody was surprised because I really did feel like he was venturing more towards PTO territory than 8-year deal territory towards the end of his Bruins tenure. Again, I don't think that he's as bad as he's looked in Edmonton. So, if there's any solace in that, it can't really get worse. But, he's really fighting it. I would assume both, physically, mentally, just everything's not clicking right now. And maybe at some point it does, but yeah, I'm not overly surprised that it hasn't gone super well, but he's better than what he's shown. He's better than like a 10-point per year player.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
I think we see that too. Like he looks better than that a lot of the time. But yeah,
he does look lost. Like he looks lost out there a lot, and I don't know how much of it is mental, but it feels like. I don't know what the solution is, but it feels like a reset might be needed in terms of just let him collect himself. Hopefully the pressure, because I know that given the way that things are going over there right now with the entire team, he's become a punching bag because there's so much frustration. But, he's better than what he's shown. Shown a little patience, I guess.
Well, and I think the start of the season, throwing him with McDavid and like projecting him to be on that line.
No pressure.
Can you imagine the pressure of that? Like, especially if you're, if you lack confidence at certain times in your game, like talk about imposter syndrome.
No, seriously, I can't imagine.
And like a lot of people, make the case and have over the years that like they can throw anybody with McDavid and throw anybody with Fred and with Draisaitl. And because those guys are so good, that it should lead to success, it should lead to production. I don't subscribe to that belief because like there is a certain level of, you have to be at a certain level to think the game as fast as Draisaitl, think the game as fast as McDavid, and also be able to convert on the opportunities that they present to you. And like it hasn't always worked, no matter who they've thrown next to those guys. So, when I saw that he was playing next to those guys to start the season, there was a concern in my mind that like there's a chance that you're only setting him up for disappointment and demotion. And like, is that a good place to start the year for a guy like Trent Frederick? I don't know. I mean, like, he is always profiled as a bottom six player. Like, even from the second that he was drafted, it was like his ceiling is probably bottom six player. And there's still value in that. And that still can be an awesome part of a Stanley Cup team and a part that the Oilers probably need. But, you know, he was punching above his weight class to start.
Where can people find your show? Like, if people are tuned into this show right now and they're like, whoa, I love this guy, I want to listen to his podcast. Where can people find you online? When are you on with your show?
Our show is Monday through Thursday, every day, Monday through Thursday, noon Eastern on YouTube. We're live. We have an awesome chat, great community that contributes to the show every day. But if you can't catch it live, we're on all podcast platforms. You can watch on YouTube after the fact. So we've got a ton of good stuff coming up. And if you want to head to our YouTube and kind of hit the backlog, we've got a ton of awesome player interviews, including your own Zach Hyman. He was awesome with us last season. So we love to have fun. We love to kind of pull at the fun threads, the weird, chaotic, crazy stuff that happens with hockey. And yeah, we're having a blast right now. So I appreciate you having us on and appreciate anybody that follows us over there.
Awesome. Would love to have you on again anytime.
Yeah.
Feel free to reach out.
Now that I have your
Very much
number,
appreciated.
don't ghost us, all right?
I won't. Happy to come back on whenever. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. You have a great day. Thank you so much for taking the time.
You too. Appreciate you guys.
Okay, see ya. What
Pete
a beauty.
Blackburn from What Chaos.
What a beauty.
He just, I could honestly talk hockey with that guy all day. That's what makes him so captivating.
He's so cool. And I just was like starstruck the entire time. I was shy.
Handsome man as well. Hey?
Yeah. That's probably why I originally followed him. And I was like, oh, he's actually hilarious and knows a lot about sports.
Reece,
I think that was like back in 2013.
Right. Yeah,
seriously.
Totally. Do you have the pictures of Gene Principe in their gear?
Yeah, I feel like people in Edmonton need to see this because you're going to be like, what do you mean you got Gene in your merch?
Yeah, it's What Chaos gear. He's not in Bruins gear.
Doesn't matter. Still jealous.
And they cover all teams. So
Yeah, they do.
I think it's acceptable.
And he said his co-host is a huge Oilers fan.
Yeah.
Like, how motivating is that to go and check out their show?
It is some pretty hilarious pictures, though. Like, in my opinion, it took 20 years off of Gene. Like, him in those outfits with that flow that he's got, in big chains.
Look at that.
Look at this. That is a 25-year-old man.
So what's funny about it, too, is Pete is such a fan of Gene. So when he got him in his merch, I bet he has that poster up in his bedroom. I bet Pete's wife is like, do we really need to have Gene staring at us at all times?
Yeah,
Yep.
that would be like right here.
It's so cool.
If
And
we got that done, eh?
yeah.
Who should we get in our first set of merch?
That's a great
If
question.
anybody has any suggestions,
Let's
feel
get
free
that
to
in
hit
the
us up in
chat. Who should we harass to get them in the sauce hoodies? Let's make it happen. Make sure you're liking this video. Thank you to everyone that subscribes to Oilers Nation on YouTube. And yeah, liking this video in particular means so much to us. We should check in with the chat.
Yeah, Rusty says, I'm so ready to be a Frederick fan. Really hoping his game turns around ASAP. We've got Topper, who doesn't seem to be a fan. Way too slow, embarrassing. We understand all the opinions on Frederick. I think I do agree with Pete, though, that he seems like an absolute beauty and you genuinely want the best for him. Like, I catch myself as a fan sometimes liking the guys' personalities too much, and then I defend them too much because I just want the best for people that seem like beauties.
Okay, so speaking of that,
Yeah.
when would you ever hear me saying, wow, I think I like one of the Calgary Flames players? But there's a clip that's gone viral this week of their goalie in is it a post-game interview?
Yeah, I think it was a post-practice maybe.
Something of the sort.
Yeah.
And it's him talking about, how are you feeling? How are your emotions with everything?
His mentality during games.
And I went, oh my gosh, do I like one of the players on
No,
Calgary?
don't take it that far.
Can we pull up that clip, Reece?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it's weird, but in my mind, I was like, swaying towards being a fan of one of these guys.
Well, when I first saw it, I thought, damn, I wish this guy and that mentality was on our team. So I guess I kind of agree with you. because it is a pretty strong thought process to have in such intense moments.
It's also a little bit dark. So it's the dark humor too that I was like, I kind of like this. He just doesn't want to answer any more questions.
Let's check
you
it
really
out.
have to ground yourself. So I just I think I've said this before, but I just go nothing matters, nobody cares, we're all gonna die, and I just say that over and over and over again, so that way I don't get too excited, because as soon as I start getting too excited, I'm like, oh, this could be it, this could be the win, we're playing really well. I'll start doing stupid stuff, and then I'll give up dumb goals because I'm being stupid. And so if I just keep repeating those words over and over again, it just grounds me, and I can just really just stay in the moment and not get too excited.
I mean,
nothing matters. We're all gonna die. We're all on a floating rock in the universe, and you never know what's gonna happen next.
Well, I think the power of the mind in extreme situations is such an interesting topic, and for him to be able to ground himself, you can see the Oilers right now getting so twisted up. They are sitting on the bench, incredibly disappointed when the game's still within reach.
I think that they take a lot of weight of fans' opinions.
Yeah.
And that's weighing on their shoulders a lot of the time. I think they are checking comment sections. They are reading about them on Twitter. They're getting direct messages from people. Their family is getting direct messages from people.
For sure. That weight is there. So if you could figure out a way to break that down. I did see something in the game last night after Nurse's second goal that was at least exciting for the potential return of the Oilers that we've known for the last couple years. And it was just a level of excitement. I think we got that clip too, don't we, Reece? Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah.
So just watch Hyman here.
Okay.
He comes in and he just hammers chests with
Well, he's also been
Nurse.
missing out on this feeling.
But it was the first time I've seen this boyish joy out of the Oilers that we've been missing.
Excited to score.
Here he goes. Watch
Yeah.
Hyman skate in and just yes. And that's what the fans want to do too. And it's weird when you're watching this team and
They score and then they're like, oh, I guess I got one in. At
Draisaitl
least.
scores a goal and then just skates over and sits on the bench. If they had this level of joy and the mentality that your kid's playing a game, or like you were when you were a kid playing a game.
Yeah.
And when you score, you want to throw your hands up in the air and skate around and get the people going. I think the weight of the expectations of making a return to the Stanley Cup final for a third time and winning it this time has made these regular season games maybe feel like they don't matter to the players as much. But now it's getting to a point where we've gone on such a dry spell that they're getting twisted up in the negativity, but they need that positivity to counter it. So have some fun out there. Give me a Nail Yakupov knee slide after the next win. I don't know. Get the people, get the players going. That's what Frederick's fight was so important with. He lost really bad in the fight. But it showed a different side of the team that the other players that sit on the bench for too long could actually get excited about. Because they do, when you're putting McDavid and Draisaitl out for 25 minutes each, you got guys that are sitting down at the other end of the bench literally getting cold. So
Because they haven't moved their body.
when you get one, skate over to them and shake their heads a bit. Just get the people going.
They're like your brother when he used to play hockey. They've been sitting there so long, they pull a Kit Kat out of their sleeve and just have a little snack.
That's right. That was my brother's nickname, was Kit Kat, because he'd keep it in his glove. Just wanted a little snack on the bench. All three of us spent a lot of time on that bench.
Yeah, that's fine.
That same bench in the Maidstone Arena.
That might
They
actually
should name that after us.
Yeah, they
actually.
should. Just the
Name
bench.
after it.
Just the far end of the bench. Not the entire bench, just
Yeah.
the end.
They wouldn't even let me open the door at the gate because the backup goalie got that job. Yeah, that spot. I now have a mission. I want that named after us.
Maybe we can have a little bench at the pond tournament that's shaken down. We got to get into some of the cool stuff that
Oh, man.
we're we're going to be a part of.
Talk about making memories and having that boyish fun, that girlish fun when you were a kid and you were just ripping around. The Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament is back at Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge from the January 23rd to the 25th. We're taking 3 days, pure hockey paradise on Lake Mildred.
Yeah, so 4-on-4 pond hockey in the heart of Jasper. Teams of 4 to 8 players. They're going to battle it out, and you could potentially be a part of this if you're interested. You can make it to the finals. You could get some exclusive prizes to prove that. But it's not just about hockey. This weekend's going to be packed with some watch parties, some off-ice events and activities for all ages, prizes, hanging out with all of us here at the Nation Network, and some appearances from some pro hockey alumni as well. So if you're interested, we would love for you to be a part of the Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament.
Yeah, get signed up. Like when you're thinking about playing sports as a kid in like a dream spot, imagine just in the middle of the mountains.
It's the best. That's why the Biebers go there on their vacation.
Just playing a hockey game with your buddies out there. Oh, dang. That sounds awesome. So yeah, the Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament at Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge returns in 2026.
2026. Just wanted to give some love to Rogue Wave Creative in the chat. I just found you guys accidentally. This is a great podcast. This is like Bob and Doug McKenzie. Geez Louise, man. Keep up the great work. What a nice thing. I wish I could like that comment. Is that an option in the chat? Still trying to learn.
Bob and Doug McKenzie do have an Edmonton vibe, I feel. Like they're right outside our rink.
That's where I usually meet my friends. That's our meeting point, is with Bob and Doug.
That's where you ask somebody for a cigarette.
And you most likely get one. People are friendlier around Bob and Doug.
They don't say no around that. Should we get into recommend something?
This is a segment where we recommend something.
Switching away from hockey, I would like to recommend something for your home. And it's a time saver and a joy saver as well.
Ryder, not everyone can afford a brand new dishwasher.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
And my new dishwasher, I don't have a new dishwasher. I have like a 4-year-old dishwasher.
True.
No, I'm talking laundry.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I was on the right wavelength there at least.
Why are people still separating their darks and their lights?
Because of that one episode of Friends.
Is it?
So I don't know if it was Phoebe or Rachel, but they accidentally put a red sock in with all of their whites, and it turned all of their whites pink.
Well, you got to be careful with red, especially if it's brand new.
Okay.
So I'm not saying you're completely out of the woods here, but I have been mixing my laundry now for 5-6 years, and I have never had one problem. And I remember growing up, and Mom would be like, "Oh, I gotta separate." It would add an extra step to laundry, which, if anything, I wish they could just take a step away from.
Yeah, it's the worst.
There are too many steps already in laundry.
I think it was back when people used like a lot of bleach on their whites.
Okay.
So I think that is when you want to separate it with your towels and stuff. But you're right. I usually mix mine too, and I've never had a problem.
That actually lines up, because I think back in the day, the water was probably a little more discolored, a little less treated, so the clothes would stain the white ones in just a normal load unless there was bleach in it.
You have to break those habits, though, that you watched your parents do. It's like me with chicken. In the 90s, everyone was told that you're going to get salmonella from your chicken. So my mom would overcook chicken so much it was like dust. And I still to this day, I don't know how to eat chicken that looks a little bit, even slightly pink.
Yeah,
it scares me.
I've had your mom's chicken. That is why I seem to be coughing today.
No, it's because you went to Winnipeg and you stood outside in the winter without a jacket on. That's what's going on. Okay, my recommendation of the day is getting back into your cereal era. I know that we all did it as kids. It was part of your morning routine, but there are some amazing adult cereals out there right now.
Like new school ones.
They're so good.
Okay.
And with milk, some of them have 15 grams of protein per serving. We love our protein and fiber. Like, I never thought I'd see the day where I was like, I could go for a bowl of Raisin Bran and bring on the one that has extra raisins in it. I love it. So I'm definitely in my cereal era right now, and I think everyone else should follow suit.
Isn't, like, for the most part, though, cereal pretty bad for you?
Yeah, it's
like
sugar.
the fiber's good.
It's all right.
And the protein, I guess, is okay.
Listen, I'm not coming at this from like a be healthier perspective.
Yeah.
I look at the 15 grams of protein and I'm like, good enough. That's all I need to know. I don't check the sugar content.
All right. So there's your recommendations for today. It's get back into cereal and quit separating your darks and your lights.
I think you could also, while eating said cereal, get back into cartoons. There's some good adult cartoons out there.
And like combine them. Really live it up.
BoJack Horseman.
Get yourself a big bowl, sit cross-legged.
And watch the latest episode of South Park.
And if you really want to feel the vibes, pause it every once in a while.
Go to the bathroom.
Watch some commercials on your laptop. And then get back into the show
And
again.
make sure you run back to the couch so you don't miss the first scene that's coming up. Remember, you used to just book it back to the couch hoping you'd make it before the commercials ended?
Yeah, do some parkour.
Yeah, the good old days. Remember when your kid was watching cable TV? I think she was around 6 or 7 at the time, and you were like, why are you so invested in commercials? And she was like, because I'm not used to them.
Yeah. She actually was more interested in the commercials than she was in the show because of
She was a Netflix baby.
the quick moving lights and the sounds and the louder audio that normally comes with commercials. Like it all
Flashier.
seemed exciting.
And everything was a sale.
So
They suck you in.
do you think commercials are going to make a comeback?
Maybe.
Like full on?
Except if it has Keanu Reeves in it. I am done with
that-
him. I never thought I'd see the day.
Like, can we get into that?
Oh my gosh, stop.
I'm done with him.
I'm done with him.
We see so many commercials. I watched that one Rogers commercial where the family is dancing and they bring the grandma in and she's dancing. She's kind of hot. That one. I watched that so many times I could do the dance moves with this family during the Jays playoff run. It was every third commercial.
You were also starting to become attracted to the grandma.
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, you did say that? Sorry, I was in the chat.
Yeah, I'm in her DMs. But like, mix up the commercials a bit. This happened during the Oilers playoff run the last few years.
Okay,
too.
let's all try to remember what the exact commercials were when the Oilers were in the playoffs. There was always
the same song.
a Skip the Dishes commercial with John Hamm.
Oh yeah, those got overplayed too.
I was sick of him too.
And like, I think these commercials are actually good. The Keanu Reeves ones, the family dancing ones. But when you know they're going to air twice every stop set,
Also,
just make more commercials so there's some variety.
for a stretch there during the Oilers playoffs, there was a Tide commercial that had my ex-boyfriend in it, and I was about to lose my mind. I was like, if I have to see my ex-boyfriend one more freaking time, I'm done watching the playoffs. It was every single time. And then not only was he in the Tide commercial, then he was in a bank commercial.
Yeah.
That was also being aired right after the Tide commercial.
He's killing it in
We
the
need-
commercial game right now.
Apparently we need more actors in Vancouver though, because really,
So our demand today is we want some variety when it comes to the commercials that we see during long sports runs and actors that dated Lisa. We wanted a little bit more variety on that.
there's only been one, but he's just in every commercial.
Well, maybe that's your fault. Maybe you should have played the field a little bit more when you were younger. You know what I mean?
I did.
Dated a few. Okay. We are going to Vegas, nation citizens and saucers.
This was just announced yesterday. We heard rumors about a Vegas trip, but it's official. It's happening, and we would love for you to join us.
The next edition of the Nation Vacation heads to Vegas on March 24th to 27th. We are taking over the Fortress and bringing the full Nation energy to Vegas.
Yeah.
Here's what you need to know. Round trip WestJet flights from Edmonton to Vegas, including one checked bag, included. Round trip transportation to and from the airport. 3-night stay at Circa Resort and Casino on Fremont Street, plus daily pool access to Stadium Swim. Exclusive March 24th watch party for Nation vacationers to cheer on Edmonton versus Utah with food and drink specials, and then a one-way party bus to T-Mobile Arena with the entire group, standing room, lower bowl, arena view with food and drinks included for Edmonton taking on the Golden Knights on March 26th.
This sounds like 3 days of packed action and so many lulls. Like, we're going to be laughing
Yes.
and cheersing and just having the best time. Plus, one of my favorite slot machines is near where we are staying.
And Fremont Street. Yeah.
I'm so pumped.
Yeah, it's going to be dope. I am very excited. Our last nation vacation that we were on was a bus trip to Jasper, and it was a ski trip, and we ended up partying so hard our ski and snowboard equipment didn't even come off the bus.
No.
We
were just giving her.
So, but I think we'll probably, now that we work here, we'll probably have to participate in some of this stuff and want to.
And also maybe be a bit more professional.
But it is Vegas,
I don't
so
think
maybe
so.
not. Do you remember the last time we were in Vegas? We took a bunch of listeners from our old show.
How could I forget?
And you've said one of them left the message on the speak pipe.
Yeah, so let's go back to a memory from a saucer that has been in Vegas with Ryder in the past. This might motivate you to join us in Vegas.
Fremont Street, I believe,
Fremont
is
Street,
where they
baby.
shut down as well.
Yeah, take a listen to this.
Vegas on Fremont Street. He proceeded to give a very old, wrinkly man who was extra sun-kissed in a gold Speedo $1 in exchange for Ryder to lick his nipples.
So if that doesn't motivate you to book this trip, what will?
There's picture proof of this as well. Listen, he just had looked like he had seen and heard everything. And so we were discussing what is something this guy probably hasn't had to deal with before or experienced. I was like, I bet nobody paid him to lick his nipple.
How did it taste?
It was weird. Yeah.
Yeah. There was another story out of Vegas. I know that it's like faux pas because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but I think we got to break down what happened. We'll keep it anonymous with who it was.
Sure.
But we went to Vegas and Ryder and I were in charge of all these people that signed up to join us in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get back to the airport to fly home, we're missing 2 people. So then I'm freaking out. I'm like, well, this is our responsibility.
Well,
what happened to these people?
Sorry to interrupt, but the entire time we were there, everybody was hanging out together and we couldn't find them the entire time.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So we just figured, okay, they just flew with us and then they went and they did their own thing. But when it came time to fly home, I was a little bit worried. They ended up making it to the airport.
Just in time.
Just in time. He was still turboed in this moment. And I asked her, I was like, what happened? Where have you been? And she goes, well, Lisa, I've been in jail for 3 days. And I went, what?
Yeah, and not
just a
drunk
fun
tank
little
jail.
No, nothing like what you see in an episode of one of your favorite sitcoms.
Like in a holding cell with people that had done the murder.
She was in the same cell as a murderer. And she said, I need to go home and shower 30 times. I have seen some things.
Yeah.
I have heard some things. And I'm going to be unwell for the rest of my life because of this trip.
So her and her man got in a big argument, and it got so heated that the police got involved. And somehow that ended up putting her in jail.
And he doesn't even go and bail her out. He gets kicked out of the hotel they were staying in, and he went down the street and just booked a room somewhere else and kept partying all weekend.
I was kind of with this guy on that move.
What?
Well, imagine how mad she's going to be if you bail her out. Coming out of the cell.
Oh, you're in Vegas. You want to have a good time still.
Yeah. And he probably needed the money for the new hotel room that he would have used on bail. So anyway, that's the last time we took listeners and our friends of the show to Vegas with us.
Yeah. So if you've ever wanted to know what it's like to be in a high security prison cell,
join the nation vacation.
We would love to see you there.
March 24th to 27th, taking over the fortress and bringing the full nation energy to Las Vegas. Honestly, book this thing. We're going to have a blast.
It's going to be so much fun. And I want to get to know everyone with the nicknames that are in the chat. It's good times. Make sure you're liking this video and subscribing to Oilers Nation on YouTube.
And just a heads up, I have noticed with a lot of these nation events, they sell out. So don't sit on this too long. If you don't have winter vacation plans made yet, fire out that text to your group chat and see if you can get people involved and just book this as soon as you can before it does sell out. Hell yeah. I've got another story from Vegas that I'm wondering if you remember. It didn't happen to us. It's we got a call back in the day that involved Andy Dick.
The comedian.
Yeah, do you remember that?
I do.
I dug it up, and I've sent it to Reece, and Reece is going to play it for us. This might look a little bit weird because...
It's you talking in it, but
and
you're not.
you.
Oh, I'm in it too.
Yeah. She's telling us the story on the phone, but you're going to just see us not moving our mouths.
Let's try to move our mouths and try to recreate the conversation.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, let's do it.
He went to a different part of the hotel to use the bathroom, and sure enough, Andy Dick was in there.
Cool.
So the one guy was like, "Oh, hey, what's going on, Andy Dick?" And if you know anything about Andy Dick, you know he can be pretty different. So he turns around and he starts peeing everywhere. And, like, the guy freaks out. And then the other guy and him, my boyfriend, look, and it's like, oh, shit. Andy Dick's walking towards them, everything hanging out, still peeing. And so the one guy, like, runs into the stall. And my boyfriend tries to run after him, but the guy locks him out. And so he's, like, banging on, like, let me in, let me in. And Andy Dick's still doing his drunken walk towards him with this thingy hanging out. So my boyfriend has, like, two options. So he goes with option number 2, and he boots Andy Dick in the chest, knocking him back, and he runs out of the bathroom.
Oh, my
flips
God.
on his pee.
What was the
so
last
he
part?
runs out.
Sorry. What was the last part you said about the pee?
He slipped on it, so he, like, crashed down. And then he, like, ran out, and then he waited for, like, 5 minutes because he was so pissed off because he was just going to beat him up. And then his buddies talked him down. And then the next day, they, like, are you sure that was Andy Dick? And sure enough, in the newspaper, he was kicked out of the party because he was just being Andy Dick and being a
Far
jerk,
too intoxicated, doing things like trying to pee on people in the bathroom.
Yeah. So, and coming after them.
Wow, that story is epic.
Yeah, that was his 48 hours in Vegas that he ever went to. He hasn't gone back since. He's a little bit scared. Anytime he hears about Andy Dick, though, he's like, I hate that guy.
Rightfully so.
I wasn't in that at all.
Oh. You weren't in it at all? Yeah, right off the start. You missed the first cue.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh.
You said yes once, I believe.
Classic. Just here to contribute as best as I can.
There must have been some kind of moon issue and you were in a bad mood that day.
It's like when Pete Blackburn was on and I got shy and I just went, hi.
Well, and then my voice wasn't working because I got gray cupped. Anyway, I'm feeling better now.
That's good.
Like, it completely failed me for a second when we had Pete Blackburn on.
I was hoping he'd have a mustache for Movember.
Yeah.
Probably can't. It doesn't seem the type that could grow one, maybe?
I feel like he could grow a mustache.
Really?
Sometimes short kings can grow really nice mustaches.
Is he short?
Well, I think he's like...
He's the same height as you.
No. I'm not a short king. I'm a mid-sized, chubby king. I know my role.
Well, I've been trying to grow out my mustache for Movember because it means a lot to me as well. Movember, the leading charity dedicated to changing the face of men's health because healthier men mean a healthier world. So it's the ninth. Can you believe it? It's been 19 years of Movember? The annual campaign for Movember in Canada raises funds and awareness for men's health across the country. Since 2003, over 6 million people have raised funds for Movember. In 2024, over 47,000 Canadians participated, and the movement continues to grow. So you can donate at Movember.com today and be part of the changing the face of men's health in Canada.
It is nice to see. It feels like Movember was everywhere about 10 years ago. And then it seemed like maybe it got like a little too popular and people got away from it. But now it seems like it's on this nice like resurgence. I'm seeing a lot of stashes out here right now.
I love a good stash, pea coat with the poppy and a nice scarf. It's almost not cold enough outside for that fit. I've yet to pull out my legit winter jacket.
We're getting there now.
We're getting there though. Over halfway through November.
Yeah.
You walk outside and you can smell it. It's looming.
It is for sure. Like we're at warming up the car season before you drive it, or else you're just miserable for your entire commute. Shout out to anybody that's got us on during the commute, by the way.
Yeah.
On Tuned In or any other way that you check us out or listen or watch, we appreciate it.
Means a lot. Drive safe. Should we get into 3 stars of anything?
3 stars of anything, where we count down our favorites and do some draft picks.
It could be an athlete, snacks, or cars. It's time we pick our 3 stars of anything.
This was a saucer suggested 3 stars of anything today.
Yeah, get your suggestions in on the chat, or you can direct message us as well on Instagram, Ryder and Lisa.
We, all three of us, Reece, you, and myself, Oiler fans first, for sure.
Always.
And then there's a huge drop-off before we even get to number 2.
But this is a heavy question.
And I believe it was by a non-Oiler fan saucer that maybe just wants to hear us talk about some other teams, which is fair.
I don't know if his team's going to get mentioned, though, in the 3 stars of anything today. Guess we'll find out. It is the top 3 non-Oiler NHL teams. Which ones we like and why.
And please follow along and then get your vote on. This is highly contested, and one of us will get a point for whoever's selections are the most popular, right?
Yeah, you won yesterday, so you get first overall pick. What are you going with? Your favorite, I guess, non-Oiler NHL team.
I'm going to go with the Nashville Predators, and I have a reason. It's because every time we play them, we absolutely destroy them. So I just get really geared up for their games. Plus, Nashville seems like a cool city.
Okay.
So I like kind of hoping for teams that are from places that I would like to visit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you want to kind of like them so you're motivated to go.
Like, I'd go to a Predators game for sure because it would come with the Oilers demolishing the Preds, and it would come with a good experience in Nashville. My first overall selection, the Nashville Predators, for teams that aren't the Oilers that we kind of like.
Reece, you're up next. What is your favorite non-Oiler NHL team coming in first place for you?
I'm going to go with the Montreal Canadiens. I think they're super fun to watch. They've got a super young team right now, and I was always a big Carey Price fan, so I've been big on the Canadiens for a while.
Yeah,
there is players from the past that you really liked that can shape how much you like a team currently, for sure. Right?
Well, I think I would have put Montreal on my top 3, but.
Because your mom.
My mom is a big Montreal fan. She's from there. And there's a player on the team with the last name Evans. So I got her an Evans jersey for Christmas a couple years ago. And she was so pumped about it.
I love when names like that line up.
Yeah.
There's a baseball player whose last name is Alford.
Okay.
Alford. And there's a guy from our radio world named
Ford.
Al Ford. And I was like, you need to get this jersey. And he sent me a picture back of another athlete from the past. And he already has the jersey of their name that's Alford as well.
It's perfect.
But yeah, if your name lines up with a jersey, you kind of got to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, Lisa, your first overall pick.
I'm going to go with Utah, but okay, it actually has nothing to do with the team. It has nothing to do with the team.
They are fun to watch.
They're fun to watch, but also I'm watching to try and see in the crowd if there's someone from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. It's the best Real Housewives show ever.
Well, Mormon Wives could be there as well.
Mormon Wives could be there as well. I have not dipped into the latest season, although I've heard it's very juicy, but I'm a big salty Utah Queen girl.
Oh,
big fan. I could do a really good Lisa Barlow impression. I love it.
That was good. And I don't even really follow the show.
You don't have to.
Okay.
It's okay. It's a Bravo universe. I know Reece knows nothing about it, and you don't care for it either.
No, Reece is a huge fan of Bravo.
Is it true?
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I've been following Bravo forever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he didn't even watch the Oilers game last night.
I was thinking about watching the latest episode of Salt Lake. I didn't have time, though.
All right, so the Utah Mammoth, Lisa's pick with a great reason. We're talking teams that we kind of root for, our favorite teams outside of the Oilers.
If the Oilers didn't exist, we would kind of cheer for them.
My next choice is going to be the Pittsburgh Penguins. They've always been a fun team to watch. They've always had those Canadian studs, Mario Lemieux, Sidney Crosby. Watching his career from start to now has been incredible. They've won a couple cups to keep you motivated to like them. I don't know. The Pens are, and we were just talking to Pete Blackburn. He said that's one of the biggest surprises of the season for him because when you have Sidney Crosby as your captain, you can almost do anything. So they're right in there this season. Pittsburgh Penguins, my second choice.
What was your first choice again?
The Nashville Predators, because we always kick the shit out of them.
Okay. Reece, who's your second pick?
For my second pick, a little bit outside of the box, I think the Columbus Blue Jackets. They got a super young team, too. I like all these guys that are from Michigan that play there. But I think a ton of the guys on that team are super underrated and super fun to watch.
And we learned what a Blue Jacket was last week.
Kind of, their cannon kind of pisses me off.
Why?
Well, it's too loud.
I think it's funny.
Yeah.
There's so many guys that get like scared out of it.
Yeah, I felt the same way when I went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game.
Mhm.
Every time they shut off that cannon, I would get in a grumpier mood.
You pee a little bit.
I don't think our mechanics work the same.
No.
So I didn't pee a little bit.
Oh.
But I pooped a little bit.
Kate. What?
Nothing. It's fine.
I heard that when men have to go to the bathroom, you feel it in your penis. Is that true?
Yeah. You didn't think that?
Women feel it in their bladder.
Oh.
You don't feel it in your bladder? It's just in the pipe?
Well, it's like right before it gets to the pipe. Like it's that
little where?
I mean, it's hard to explain. But
It's right before the...
It's right at the squeeze point. If you squeeze... Like maybe...
Which part? The top.
Well, you don't have the same part. So
I know. That's why I'm asking.
Why are you even squeezing then?
No, I'm not squeezing. I'm not doing Kegels over
It
here.
looked-
I could be, though. You wouldn't know. It's magic.
I saw your eyes cross. You went, where? I could tell that you were.
This is what I do when I do Kegels. Anyway, I think it's my turn. Okay, I'm going to go with the Ducks, obviously, because the Mighty Ducks movies absolutely rip. Next.
Oh, that's a great pick. The Anaheim Mighty Ducks. All right, my third overall selection is going to be the Winnipeg Jets.
Because you were just in Winnipeg?
No, they almost lost me on this because I really hated how Neil Pionk treated McDavid in playoffs like 5 years ago. And ever since, I've hated Pionk.
What did he do?
The Jets besides Pionk. He just plays him like
he thinks he's better. He's threatened.
No, I think there needs to be a level of respect for the stars in the NHL because they're the reason people go to games.
Yes.
And there are certain players that don't follow those guidelines and are complete dinkbags. And Pionk treats McDavid like he's a fourth liner. He'll elbows up him in the corner. He slashes. He sticks. I don't know. I just think the game is better when the stars are a bit more safe than that. So that's the deep answer. But I feel like everybody outside of Pionk, I have like a level of respect for. I like how the team's built.
Okay.
Hellebuck's incredible. I wouldn't want to meet them in playoffs. That would change my mind. But I also feel like Winnipeg has had some of the same struggles as Edmonton has had over the years.
That's true, and it's kind of been cool to see the fans rally, like when they do their like everyone's wearing white in the crowd.
Yeah.
Remember the KFC? The Colonel was in the crowd, front row.
Because Kyle F. and Connor.
So cool.
But yeah, they have a rough time if they're not doing really well retaining good players, and the Oilers are the same. We saw that over the decade of darkness, that it's hard to sign great players because people are like, do I want to live that far north in the cold? I don't know. They got the same grit as the Oilers do, and their fan base has the same grit as we do.
Mm-hmm.
My third overall choice is the Winnipeg Jets.
I like Tristan's comment in the chat. Any team playing the Canucks. It's funny because the
Sure.
saucer that suggested this segment is a huge Canucks fan, and none of us have said Canucks yet, but we're not done. My third pick. Is it my turn? I think it's Reese's turn.
It is
It's Reese's turn.
Reese's turn.
Sorry, Reese.
No worries. I'm gonna go with the Boston Bruins.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I've always liked them, and
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore. But yeah, like just a Eastern Conference team. Oilers don't get to see them very often, and I think they're super fun to watch.
All right,
Lisa.
my final pick is the Kraken, just because of Eberle.
Yes.
That's it.
Especially now that Eberle's captain there, I
Yeah.
have a bit more of a sweet
Short
spot
and
for him.
sweet. Yep.
Sure, let's go through our picks one more time, and then we'll put the poll up over on the YouTube chat. Go
This
get
means
your
a lot.
vote on. It
We
means a
like to
lot.
win. We
And
like to win.
Currently, the score is Reese 5, Lisa 3, me 3.
Let's get some votes today. Let's spitfire ours real quick for people that need a reminder, or maybe you're just checking out the show now. Ryder?
Nashville Predators, because we always beat up on them. Pittsburgh Penguins, because Crosby's awesome. Their history's great. And the Jets, because they have the same kind of grit as the Oilers.
Reese?
Fan base-wise.
I had the Canadians, the Blue Jackets, and the Bruins.
And I went with Utah. I went with Anaheim, and my third was
Kraken.
the Kraken because of Eberle. So vote now, please. Means a lot to us. The 3 stars of anything. We do this every single day on the show, and it's lots of fun.
Just getting my vote in right now?
No.
Oh, I mean, just checking the vote right now.
I just got my vote in now.
Reece, tell the truth. Have you voted for yourself in any of the polls thus far?
I have not. I just assume that I have so many family watching that they'll just
They'll do it for
me.
you. Reece is too busy creating the poll and then moving on to the very next thing that we're demanding of him.
He's also too wholesome to vote for himself.
I don't think he would do it. It would keep him up at night. And we
Yeah.
need our precious Reece to have beautiful, perfect sleeps
Yeah.
every night so he can bring it the next morning.
So yeah, don't be doing anything unwholesome over there, Reece. How about you, Lisa? Have you ever voted for yourself?
Every single time.
Yeah, me too.
Do we have our guest hanging out here? Get Patrick in here.
We do. I think Pat's ready to go.
Yeah,
We're ready for our
bring
next
Pat
guest.
in. This will be
Heck yeah.
super fun.
While we wait for that, we got any other business to take care of here?
Yeah, we do. I think that we can bring Pat in as a sponsor by Yeg Property Pros. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Love them.
They're so funny. If you need a realtor, Yeg Property Pros is a great choice.
Selling over one Property Pros per day on average the last 2 years. Yeg Property Pros is home to more than 20 team members for one of the largest and highest producing teams in the region. Contact them for a free home evaluation. No obligation. Looking to buy? Sit down for a free consultation. Again, no obligation, offering residential and commercial services. Yeg Property Pros team leads with a combined 28 years of experience and top 5% on Sales Edmonton Real Estate Board. For more info, check out yegpropertypros.com. Yeg Property Pros. Get a realtor who knows
The
Call
pro. Oh, I screwed it up.
I nailed that whole damn thing. Like, I could have been in a recording studio and the producer would have been like, you know when a rapper finds his groove
Or when
in
the
studio?
EDM is about to have the beat drop.
Yeah. The
Oh, well,
beat was just about to drop
Keep
there.
it the last line's the funnest part, and I just wanted to say it with you.
No, but you said it wrong.
What is it?
It was, get a realtor who knows.
Call the pros.
There you go.
What
You
did
just
I
said,
say?
The pros. The pros.
They are. Anyway, our next guest, we are continuing the tour around Oilers Nation. I'm scared we're going to forget someone. We're trying our best to be like, we're new here.
We haven't got Wanye on yet, and his story around here is amazing.
Exactly. We need Wanye. We need Maddie. There's so many people. There's even some people when I'll hop onto Oilers Nation live, there'll be somebody talking and I'm like, who's that? There's so many cool people that work with the Nation Network. So we're very thrilled about our guest today. We have one of the wonderful producers here at Oilers Nation, Patrick Puff.
Hello. As somebody with a bit of a radio background, how did you think that my commercial delivery was?
I thought you were on point. You had it going on. I like the chime in though. At the end of the day,
We gotta add a little bit of character to it.
Do we got another real wholesome producer in our hands here?
I think we do. He was way too nice.
Oh, nice cheering you on.
I love it. Anyway, so tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been with Oilers Nation?
This is my third season now, so for 2 years. I think I started October 24, roughly.
Is it the cool thing to say I've been here for a blank amount of seasons? Because
it is kind of cool.
I'm going to start saying that
I feel
too.
like I've heard that a couple times now.
I don't know. Now that you say it, I have noticed that I've said it that way, which is weird. But
It's
I
great.
think,
But so have other people. So I'm like, wait, I need to start saying seasons.
Yeah, it's also, I think it's kind of like a flex because Aaron was talking about with you guys, it's they started pre-gaming and then we started going to the finals. So it's kind of I've been here for 2 years and we've been good for 2 years. So there's got to be something there. But
third season.
Yeah, exactly.
So would this be our rookie season?
I guess so.
That's what I'm calling it from now on.
Yeah, we have to have a rookie party, I guess.
I think we actually should.
I've heard how some of those go. I'm not interested.
I think one of my boyfriends cheated on me at one of those. Yeah.
Maybe not.
Wow,
let's not talk about
heavy
that.
pretty quick.
Anyway, so you've been with Oilers Nation for 3 seasons now?
Yeah, this will be my third.
Very cool. Okay, and what is your background? Because we were creeping your page on Instagram, trying to get to know you a little bit better. And you've been doing broadcasting since 2013, maybe even earlier than that.
Yeah, that's funny. So I'll try and keep it short, but I do kind of have a long story.
No, we want the long story.
Okay, right out of high school, I remember distinctively I was in a Tim Hortons drive-thru, and I saw this sign, and it said Mix 107, and I didn't know what that was.
Shout out to Fort Sask.
Yeah, and so it turns out they were launching a radio station in 2012, so I was kind of looking into it, and I applied because as a kid listening to the radio, I was always fascinated with it, and I love music. So just kind of being on the radio is kind of always something I was interested in, and always texting like the DJs and stuff as a kid, like requesting songs. And so I was like, this is a perfect opportunity. So out of high school, I applied there. I got that job. They told me in the interview the reason that I got it was because I was local and they wanted local news. Turns out nobody else had applied. I was the only one. So I got that job, and I started just doing like news and sports around town. And it was actually pretty fun. Like even just, it was kind of weird because I'd go to like a high school and it would be people that I went to high school with that are in grade 12 now or whatever, and I'm covering their basketball game, and they're like, why are you here? But I ended up not liking it that much because I'm not much of a news person, so I felt like no one's reading my articles and no one cares, and I really wanted to be on air. And it kind of, this opportunity came up on the weekend. Someone left, and I was like, okay, this is my shot. Because I'd been there for like 6 or 7 months or so. And then they hired someone off the street, and I just got really discouraged by that. Anyways, long story short, so I left that, and I went to do electrical because a lot of my friends at the time were doing trades and plumbers, electricians. So I did that for about 7, 8 years or so. And every day just listening to the radio, driving into work, listening to the radio, and thinking, man, like that's so fun. Like these guys get to have fun every single day, and they're laughing and I'm laughing along with them. That I was kind of like, well, I'm still young, 25 at the time, 24 maybe. I was like, I'm just going to do it. So I applied to Nate's Radio and Television, which I'm sure you've heard everyone here has done. And so I just I started there. I got on a street team at Rogers, so Kiss and Sonic here in the Edmonton, almost at the Fort. And so kind of just started there, building my way up, doing producing for overnight shows, and then getting to do my own overnight shows and VTs and stuff like that. And then I worked my way kind of just through street team stuff and events to being on with Pepper and Dylan. I'm sure you guys are aware. And that was like a dream come true to me. That's like something that I always wanted. And I listened to them a lot growing up, and even just like I said, as an adult, I was like, that's the dream for me. So it was kind of like a dream come true. And then you guys know the radio business. Yeah. It was like, yeah, this is great and all, but we need to move you somewhere else. And they started talking about moving me to BC and Abbotsford and all these places to do my own shows, which I thought was great, but I didn't really want to leave. And through COVID and stuff, I kind of realized I liked being here because I was always open to moving. But during COVID, it was like, I don't really want it. Like that was kind of my test of not being around friends and family, right?
Yes.
So then I was like, yeah, I kind of want to stay here. And we ended up, my friends and I, going to Vegas to watch the Oilers in the playoffs. And we ran into the Oilers Nation guys. I saw Tyler, and I was like, oh, like I recognize that guy. I follow them. And it just, I don't know, went up to them. Other Oilers fans were like, how's it going? Like, oh, like this is like really cool to be here and stuff. And didn't really say much. I kind of talked to him briefly about being in media and going to Nate.
Yeah.
And then out of the blue, I think it was like 6 months later, I just get a random text, and it was like, hey, this is Tyler. Like, are you looking for a job? And I was like, well, not really. But again, Rogers was kind of like, maybe I shouldn't be throwing him under the bus. But I mean, they were really nice to me, but they were kind of like trying to not get rid of me, but move me somewhere else.
There was no way to move up at that point.
Yeah, and it's totally fair. And I just was kind of like, I guess maybe I am. It turns out someone that was working here also worked with me on the street team. So that's how they got my number.
The connection.
So just happenstance. Yeah. And I've been here ever since, and I loved it.
It's so awesome to see how many people Tyler has kind of scooped up and taken under his wing, and he can be a mentor for them. That's incredible.
Well, we should put that in the nation vacation package when we're heading to Vegas, that you might end up with a job here.
You might be working with us at some point.
March 24th to 27th, just announced we are going to Vegas, and it's going to be a joyous time. I had a question about, you do the production now. You're the producer for the Daily Faceoff. So that is a show that is focused on all the teams, the league in general.
Yeah.
What is the league vibe around the Oilers when you're talking to all these experts and hearing what they have to say about this team specifically?
Yeah, I think I was listening to Pete this morning with you guys, and it's kind of similar to that, where it's always like, the Oilers always do this. We do this every year. They'll be fine. But the tide is starting to turn a little bit. I think it's a little bit more confusion, like what could possibly be going on in the room. Like, why does this continue to happen to the Oilers every single year? But I think the general vibe overall is that we'll be fine. It's
Yeah.
kind of the make the playoffs, and as long as you make it to the dance, anything can happen kind of thing. So I don't necessarily think other teams are panicking per se as much as we are about the Oilers making the playoffs. It's just more confusion is like, why does this keep happening?
Well, yeah, and like this deep into the season, that American Thanksgiving thing is wild. I don't know the exact stat, but it's like if you're not in a playoff position come American Thanksgiving, you only have like a 10% chance of making the playoffs.
Which is exactly a week away.
Yeah, and like that's ridiculous, especially with how hot the Oilers can get in December and January and how much they've played on the road and are coming back to home ice for a significant chunk of time. But it is a little bit scary with that trade deadline looming, and like, is this team worth it to trade assets for to try to go on a run this year, or do we save it, waste a year of McDavid's contract, and then go heavy next year? I don't know what the answer is. Maybe with the increased salary cap this summer, we save it, see what this team's got, test out some of these players. I'm at a loss to what to do. I feel bad for Bowman for having to try to figure that one out.
Yeah, well, that's the biggest argument everyone always says is, like, you're wasting McDavid and Draisaitl for another year. And it's kind of an unpopular opinion, but lately I've kind of been leaning towards we're kind of just waiting till next year when we have a ton of money. And I think personally, this is no like reporting or anything, but I feel like maybe that's kind of sort of how we sold McDavid on signing 2 more years. Like, hey, we don't have a lot of money this year, but if you just give us a couple more years, we're going to have, maybe they have a couple things in the plans or the works or whatever. So I think this year, as much as it kind of sucks, it's kind of just like let's see what we can do with what we have, get the rookies some experience, maybe see if we can find a goaltender. But I mean, there's not really anything out there. So maybe in the summer that'll happen. And then come in next year with, a much better roster and kind of hopefully a better start. Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, like, I think the team we have now is perfectly capable of, we've seen them do 16 game runs. Yeah. I think this year it could be no different. Like you mentioned earlier in the show too, we're only 3-4 points out of the top spot. They win 5 games in a row and we're going, oh, what were we worried about?
Why did we stress so hard?
It happens every single time.
Too. I mean, it really does feel like the last couple of years we were in the exact same boat.
No, every single time. It's clockwork. Every single emotion.
You look at if the team doesn't plan to throw assets though and take a serious run this year, I would like to see them not overdo McDavid and Draisaitl so much and give them each 24 minutes and actually play some of the guys to see what they got. Let's see what these third and fourth line players got when they get 15 minutes a game or whatever it is. Like, increase that time. Because I do think that is a cause for concern, is how much Knoblauch constantly goes back to McDavid and Draisaitl. And it leaves the rest of the guys thinking they're incapable of belonging.
Are you guys scared that we're going to lose Knoblauch?
Well, I think if they lose a couple more games, there is a very good chance that he's gone this year. Yeah. I think you were talking about media and how all of a sudden everything can switch and you just are out of work or they want to move you. I think the only profession that is more dangerous for keeping a job might be coaches of professional sports teams, hockey specifically.
Yep.
The turnover's wild.
Yeah, and from doing the Daily Faceoff show, I don't think the vibe. I mean, we'll find out today because that's something we're going to be talking about with David Pagnotta. But I don't think the vibe is necessarily that he's on his way out. I think he took us to 2 Stanley Cup Finals. The room obviously likes him, and we've had worse starts than this. So I don't think we're ready to go there just yet. But I do think, to your point of playing the other lines a little bit more, we've seen in the past where the teams kind of slump in and no one has, like, we don't have this identity, and then we're like, hey, you're on the penalty kill, you're gonna like take over that, and then we saw that jump up, and that they just kind of get like that feel of belonging on the team. But also, like, I've never played any sort of high level of hockey necessarily, like, but even just playing in beer league, like, if we have 3 lines, sometimes it's hard for me to get in the game, and you're sitting there and you're drinking water and
eating
you're looking around.
Kat.
And then when there's 2 lines and you're on it, it's way easier to stay in the game and you're more focused on it. So I think even just from a very, very minor level, knowing like the guys that are getting 6-7 minutes a night sitting there like staring at the crowd watching the scoreboard, how could you possibly be involved or feel important on the team, right? So I believe in that 100%.
And I think there's something to be said too. If you have McDavid and Draisaitl out there as much as they do, and they're playing it, you can't play it 100% when you're playing that much. You can play them, but also players get used to defending at that speed. You can never actually hold McDavid back when he's going, but they learn it a little bit. Whereas if you were playing the third and fourth line more, when you put him out there, these defensemen are like, what the hell is happening? This guy's a machine.
Yeah.
Like it feels, I don't know if you're a baseball fan, but Savage, when he came in, nobody knew what to do with him.
Yeah, he was, because he had so many different angles too.
Well, and it was just all new.
And he was so tall.
So if you play McDavid less, when he gets on the ice, does it feel kind of like, I don't know what to do with this guy?
I think I would panic if I saw him even just skating towards me.
And
I think I would black out.
Yeah, if you get used to that speed, then when they do have the third and fourth lines out, you're like, oh, we can handle these guys. I don't know.
So where can people find you today? Like maybe somebody's tuned into the Sauce right now and they're like, wait, I want to check out what's going on.
Yeah, tell us about Daily Faceoff.
What's happening today?
Yeah, so Daily Faceoff, we have a ton of shows, but for me, I do the rundown every Monday and Friday. So that's with Jason Greger and Jeff Merrick. And then on Friday, it's Jason Greger and Mike Rupp. So we did that on Fridays, usually around noon Mountain Time. We post those. I try and get it out earlier if I can, but sometimes we record them, and then I'm doing the Daily Faceoff stuff, and it takes a while. But Daily Faceoff live every day at 10 o'clock Mountain, noon Eastern. That's Tyler Yaremchuk and Carter Hutton, and he's a former NHL goalie. He's really awesome. He's been super nice to me, and I love working with him. So it's been a lot of fun. But that's on the Daily Faceoff, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff.
Perfect. Okay, well, I want to play a game with you guys before we let you go.
Okay.
So I've created this game, and I'm just taking it from the fact that you also are an electrician.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So
what do you mean also? Oh, I thought you were saying I'm an electrician.
Not you.
I would be dead if I tried.
So this is going to be a Pat versus Ryder game, and I'm calling it Band or Brand, the Electrician Edition.
Band or brand?
I'm going to say a word, and you guys have to yell out if it's a band or a brand that could be used for an electrician.
Okay.
And if you're right, you get a point.
Okay.
Okay. Get in the zone, guys.
Yeah.
What is it? A brand or a band when I say strut?
Brand.
1 point for Pat.
I was trying to think like a strut.
You just got to say it, man, because he actually knows the terms and you don't.
Okay, I got it now.
He has an upper hand.
If I don't recognize the band, I'm going brand.
Exactly.
I figured out my game plan.
Well, you're losing, so get it together.
Yeah.
Next.
Oh, was that?
No.
Band. Band.
Is it actually a band?
Yes. They sing Too Close.
Oh, that really horny song.
Yeah.
No, but that's...
I'm seeing too close. Can you feel I'm still hard?
I feel like that's wrong.
Well, it's close.
Aren't the Struts a band too? That could be wrong.
Oh, yes.
Definitely could be wrong.
Wow, this game sucks.
Well, this game does suck. Okay, next.
Words is really hard.
Okay, next. Tool.
Band.
You get a point.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I thought too hard about that one.
Yeah.
I was like, there's so many brands.
Is Strut actually a band?
The Struts? Is that not a band?
Yeah, I think the Struts.
Oh, so no point there.
So he got the point.
He still got the point.
Yeah.
Thank gosh, I'm sweating. Okay, next up. Romex.
Brand.
Ooh, that might be a tie.
I think that's a tie.
Okay.
Point for both of you. Bush.
Band.
Brand.
You get the point, Ryder. Congratulations, you're taking the lead.
I had to just go the opposite, just in case you were wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Lug nut.
Brand.
It's
a band?
Punk rock band. Is it also something an electrician uses, though?
I mean,
occasionally.
Really. Yeah,
probably.
This game is so hard.
Yeah.
Worst game host ever.
And you were pumped too. She's like, I got a game for you guys to play. It's gonna be awesome. I was like, what is it? She's like, I'm not telling. I was like, all right.
Okay, who's winning? Ryder, you're
I
in
do
the
like
lead?
the name.
Yeah, we'll workshop it. This is the first round ever of brand or band. We could continue this with people. Tesla.
Brand?
Wrong.
So he gets the point,
Yep.
I guess.
You guys are tied up.
We're not. I'm winning. 3-2.
No.
Okay.
He gets the point. It's 3-3.
Oh, this is bullshit.
Think fast with this one.
Yeah.
Switchfoot.
Band.
You get a point.
Thank you.
You love Switchfoot.
Game 7 takes it.
I had more, but it's fine. We'll end it there. I guess you can be the winner. How good does it feel to be the winner of an electrician game as somebody who doesn't know how to use most tools needed for electrical work?
It actually helped my cause not knowing, because if I didn't recognize it, I knew it was
worse.
a brand.
Oh, right.
Whereas if I did recognize it, it was probably a band.
You've never heard of any type of tool needed. Congratulations. You're a winner.
I have a counter argument too, though, because you've been in radio for longer than I've been an electrician.
That's true.
You probably know bands better than I know.
I'm actually shocked that he Pat almost looked confused with Switchfoot. I was like, oh, because is that CanCon? Are they not Canadian content?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm confusing them with another really religious band.
Switchfoot? Yeah, I think they might be. No, they're non-Canadian.
Not Canadian.
Is my guess. Mm-hmm. I guess we could find out if
Yeah,
you care that much.
Oh my God! Look, we all have a device on us that could easily answer any question that we have ever.
I like how you're just throwing random questions. Are they a Christian rock band from Canada? Like, I need to know everything about them.
And what's the lead singer's name and birth date?
What's his blood type?
Anyway, Pat, thank you for coming in. Where can people find you online if they want to give you a follow and learn more about you?
I guess just Instagram or Twitter, Patrick_Puff. I think they're both the same. So.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks for
coming in.
Appreciate it, man.
Anytime.
We'll see you around.
Of course, I'll be around.
Awesome. I love this. The continuation of the tour of meeting the staff here at Oilers Nation.
You brought your A game as far as being the favorite out of the two of us.
Why is that?
Well, you restocked the fridge again.
I did. I restocked the fridge again. I switched up the snacks, though. There's more sugar-free Red Bull for you, Reece. I got you.
That went quick.
Oh, it was the first item to go.
All these
they're hard working.
20 to 26-year-old dudes are just shotgunning Red Bulls.
Sucking them back. Hard-working producers at all times. That's what's so great about Oilers Nation and the Nation Network is it doesn't matter what time of day it is. You can
drink a Red Bull.
Well, no, I was going to say check out our content. But sure, that works too.
We got something else going on here. Did you hear that Eminem is suing someone?
Why?
I wanted to talk about this.
Tell us why, Ryder.
He has filed a petition to cancel the trademark of a company called Swim Shady.
I was prepared for this.
And he said the likeliness of confusion that could cause damage and injury by falsely suggesting an association with his music or brand. I don't like this. I get it if you're an upcoming artist.
You think he's washed up?
And you need to make a name for yourself? No, I just think he's so successful.
He doesn't need people to be confused.
So an Australian company that makes umbrellas is going to make a couple $100,000 with a name that kind of sounds like yours? Let them. You know what I mean?
Well, I've come up with a list of the top 10 other businesses that don't exist.
Okay.
That have something to do, it's like a play on words with a celebrity. That could easily also get sued.
So these are companies that could get sued by different celebrities.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready for it.
Are you ready for this list?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I like that you're running your phone and your list.
Well, I'm checking out the chat.
Busy girl.
I missed the chat. So I'm just seeing what everyone's talking about in there. Hi, everyone.
Yes, the Struts are a band.
Oh, Brown Sugar's in the chat. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Lindsay says... Switchfoot is American.
Okay.
Look at all these answers. We don't even need Google anymore.
We don't. We just need our little chat room.
Appreciate you guys contributing.
Yep, means a lot. And chatting with each other. It's lots of fun. Okay, here are brands that don't exist, but if they did, a well-known celebrity would sue them, potentially.
Are we going from like 10 to 1?
10 to 1.
Do they get funnier?
I don't know.
That's how it's supposed to work.
Okay. Coming in at number 10.
It's just a list of 10.
Yeah.
They are not in order of
I mean, you decide which one's your favorite.
It's Lisa's 10 random lists. Okay.
Coming in at number 10, Elon's Musk.
That's pretty good.
A cologne company.
That's good.
It smells like metal, probably.
Yeah, and wealth.
Coming in at number 9, Kanye Restaurant.
Okay. If if I was compiling the list,
Is this the wrong way?
I think you might be going because those are going to be tough to top. Those are both very funny.
I might surprise you.
So Kanye Westaurant,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's terrific.
Coming in at number 8, Shakira, a milkshake shop. My hips don't lie. I drink a lot of their milkshakes.
I like that some of them have slogans.
Some of them do.
You're killing it.
Coming in at number 7, Leonardo.
7.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Oh, 7. I forgot if we were counting 1 to 10.
Wow, you made me feel so dumb with basic math there. Thanks. Coming in at number 7, Leonardo DiCaprio,
Okay.
a luxury cat grooming company. That's probably the worst one so far.
I would have put that at 10 thus far, yeah.
Number 6, Hulk Hogan Movers. We move what you can't, brother. Wait, brother.
That's a good slogan, but the name...
sucked?
Well, there was wordplay with all the other ones, and this one is just a random guy has a moving company.
Well, I just really wanted to say brother.
Okay, that's good.
Hell yeah, brother. Coming in at number 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't worry, we're halfway through. Van Diesel Transport.
That's good, yeah. Vin Diesel?
What did I say?
You said Van Diesel.
I meant to. They're vans.
They're vans.
Coming in at number 4, Dua Lipa Stick.
Oh, leap stick.
Lipa Stick.
Got it.
Dua Lipa Stick.
Yeah.
Number 3, Sabrina Carpenters.
That's a really good one.
Number 2,
Should have saw that one coming.
Nicholas's Cages, which is like a bird cage company that he would definitely sue.
Yeah, that's good.
And coming in at number 1 on the list of 10 companies that don't exist, but if they did, a famous celebrity could potentially sue them, like how Eminem is suing Shady Underwear. What was it?
Swim Shady, an umbrella company from Australia.
Number 1, Tom Cruise's Cruises.
Okay, can I just get the list real quick? I would like to...
You're adding to it?
Well, I was going to reorder them.
No, it's fine.
My least favorite, Hulk Hogan Movers, because it didn't make sense.
No, I feel like the Leonardo DiCaprio one was really stupid.
Yeah, let's put that at 9. Shakira Shake. Ooh, that had a good slogan. We're going to bump that one
Hips
up.
don't lie. I love their milkshakes.
Kanye's Westaurant has to be in the top 3. Elon's Musk, Cologne, and Tom Cruise's Cruises, I think, are the best 3. Well done.
Lloydminster Arby's wrote in the chat saying Cardi B 12 vitamins. That's good. If anyone else wants to add to this list of businesses that don't exist,
Love that.
feel free to get at us in the chat. We got another message. Are you guys on every day at this time? I got to make sure I see this. This is a great show. Yes. Thank you so much. We're here every weekday between 8 and 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Mm-hmm. So that's 10 to noon Eastern.
Are they from the Eastern time zone, or are you just throwing that out there for the hell of
Well,
it?
I felt like it was important to say that because I'm playing off of how Pat also is using Eastern time versus Mountain time.
Okay.
Because it's not just people listening from Mountain time.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
great.
Pete Blackburn was saying Eastern time.
Yeah.
I'm just following suit.
Well, what if somebody's watching from Winnipeg? Can you throw Central in there as well?
I've never understood the Central or Pacific, to be honest. Pacific's way off.
It's just 1 hour earlier.
Oh, then which one's the one that's way off?
Well, Central's 1 hour later.
Who cares? Can you just leave me alone? God, now I'm bad at time zones and math.
Newfoundland is the real tricky one, because when they change their time, it's by half an hour,
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
that makes no sense
Or they're
to me.
always half an hour off.
That's weird.
Yeah, can you imagine trying to do that math? I mean, you just add or subtract 30 minutes, so it's not that tough.
No.
But it would feel confusing.
It's still super confusing.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my list of businesses that don't exist.
Oh, I like the Cardi B12 one the most from Lindsay. So after all that hard work you put in, Arby's, Lloydminster Arby's comes through. Keanu Leaves Landscaping.
Oh, that's good.
Really good.
Also,
Man, you know what else is good? The Lloydminster Arby's.
I've never been.
Oh.
Do they have really good curly fries at that location specifically?
Well, it's my original Arby's. So it was,
your stomping grounds.
First time I ever experienced a beef and cheddar, Lloydminster Arby's. The first time I ever watched a grandma smoke while eating an apple pie, Lloydminster Arby's.
You could smoke inside back then.
Yeah, they had that sunroom that was like, I thought the windows were tinted, But it's just because that was the smoking room. It's where people really turned up at Arby's. I'm hungry.
I make you
What
eat
time
your
is
beef
it?
and cheddars outside because it stinks.
Yeah, you don't like to watch me.
I'm more of a chicken strip girl.
When did they go from just all regular size to now offering, there's 3 sizes you can get, and I'm always confused
Of the
about
beef
which
and
one I want.
cheds?
Yeah. You can get the beef and ched, you can get the half pounder, or you can get the double. And I'm also confused if the double or the half pounder has more. So I think I just mix it up every time I go to order. I just do either a halfer or a... I'm really hungry now, though.
I just want to know who's going to Arby's and getting regular fries. Go home.
Yeah.
You're not allowed here.
They have those?
I don't know.
I think they do, because every once in a while I'll order curly fries and you end up with that one surprise fry.
Yeah, there's one straight fry in there, and you're like, oh,
What
hey,
are you doing
buddy.
here? Yeah.
The buddy.
You got it. Shout out to Lloydminster Arby's.
I don't know if that's actually the location checking in on the chat or if someone just made their name that.
Well, I just appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
No, you know what else I will give respect to on Arby's? We should respect their name. Is they're a good road trip sandwich.
No, they're not. They stink up the car.
Yeah, I mean, that with good smell.
Maybe if you're in a convertible.
Or if you wait it out before you eat it, that smell gets tempting. So you eat one of your beef and cheds, and then you just leave the other one chilling on the heated seat. And then 4 hours later, that sucker's still just...
Does anyone else put a seatbelt on your food? Just to protect it on the... Just hold on, we're going home. That's what I sing to my pizza. Okay, let's get into our bets of the day. That was weird.
No, that was great.
Was it? Arby's Corner.
Why not?
All right. Our bets of the day. This segment brought to you by Sports Interaction, Sportsbook, and Casino. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. From puck drop to overtime, bet with Canada's homegrown sportsbook. 19 plus. Please play responsibly.
I've started not betting on Oilers winning because I just don't know when they're going to get going. I feel like maybe this is the kind of thing I wait until January and then I start going heavy on them. You know what I mean?
I'm just not allowed to bet on any Oilers having a goal because whenever I do that, they're out of the lineup that night because of an injury.
Yeah, Lisa's the bad luck.
So I'm cursed. I'm not allowed to do that anymore.
I decided to go with Hyman to score a goal today, and then I think I'm combining it with a couple games that are very within reach. The Blackhawks to take on the Kraken and win that one, and then I think Colorado runs over the Rangers tonight. So that's my 3-way ticket, which is roughly 8-1 odds.
Okay, well, I'm going with an Oilers win because it's a must win. Like we need to win tonight.
Yes.
Early start club, by the way. Puck drop is early tonight,
That
and then
continues.
I'm thinking that Nurse 2+ shots. So $5 could make me 18, hopefully.
Well, with 2 goals last night, you got to
Exactly.
think people are going to be feeding him the puck. They want him to get hot again, right? Like, it would be nice to see him go on a bit of a run. That's a good bet.
Who ended up
Who
with-
helped you come up with that?
What?
The Darnell 2+ shots.
I mean, you definitely motivated me,
Well,
but so did he.
Yeah. No, that's what I meant. He was the one that motivated you.
Well, because I was just going to go Oilers win, and you were like, boring. So then I was like, guess I'm a loser. Anyway, every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. Get in on the action with Parlay Boosts, live betting, and easy deposits and payouts. Bet now at sportsinteraction.com/OilersNation. 19 plus. Please play responsibly. The winner today of 3 stars of anything was me. I get another point. It's because I've got some salty Utah Queens in the chat, I think.
Is that right?
I don't know. Maybe it was the Lisa Barlow impression. I love Taco Bell. That's a quote from her.
Dang, I can't believe I lost that. I thought I was gonna...
Why'd you think you
It was a
won?
guaranteed win day for me,
Because you had the Penguins?
Well, Crosby, everybody loves him. Yeah. That was... And Nashville, everybody likes beating the crap out of them. Draisaitl gets like 100 points a game against them every game.
Oh, wait. I also had the Ducks, though.
Yeah.
And that was bringing
that
back
was a
some
good
nostalgia of the good old days.
Anyway, I guess here, we can agree that just Reece deserved to get third.
My hand's really sweaty right now.
That's fine. Oh, gross.
Hey! What did we learn on the show today, everyone? Did anyone learn an important lesson?
Yes, feel free to get in on the chat with important lessons that you learned over the last couple hours. I learned that it is tragic when something sad happens on your birthday. We were talking to Pete Blackburn, and you can tell the weight that is still on him.
It's like he missed a full birthday because Michael Jackson passed away that day.
He was 12 when Michael Jackson passed, and Farrah Fawcett, just to make matters worse. And I'm just so thankful that as a kid on my birthday, I never had to deal with that. Like, I actually think that would be super sad if a world tragedy shook down on your birthday every year. You'd like not want to celebrate.
Yeah, one of my boyfriends was born on 9/11.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not surprising.
No.
Because you've had at least 365 boyfriends.
I have talked about 17 ex-boyfriends on the show today.
So based on odds.
I literally have. Who have I? One, two. I think there were 3 ex-boyfriends, separate boyfriends I mentioned.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Here I am, though. The one that won it all.
For now.
What did you learn today?
I don't remember.
Okay, cool.
I learned that...
And that's all the time that we have for today, folks. Thanks for coming out. Reece, you learned any important lessons?
I learned that the Struts are a band.
Okay, there you go.
Might have to listen to them today.
My turn?
Yeah.
I learned that Bruins fans were way lower on Trent Frederick than I thought they were when they traded him here.
That was interesting.
That was interesting. Because did he sign for 8 years?
Well, yeah, I think his last contract was just inked. So we traded for him. He had a terrible playoffs, but people blamed it on injury.
Yeah.
And then they inked him for 8 years, which was a big surprise to Oiler fans because we hadn't seen the best of him.
And Bruins fans were like,
yeah,
tugging at their neck.
That was an interesting twist of events.
Yeah, it was.
That Pete brought up with us. You can catch his show, What Chaos, on the Nation Network as well. Ours, of course, weekday mornings from 8 to 10. Oilers Nation every day. We got another game day today. Well, the boys are in Tampa Bay.
Yes, so you're going to want to check out Boardsy, the pregame. They're so fun.
Yeah.
I love checking it out and also getting in on the chat.
Well, I've always been disappointed that there's not better like pre-games on TV before the game.
They're the best.
This is fairly new to me, so now I'm just rocking the YouTube on my TV and watching Boardsy's pregame. And
we are the future.
It's really, really good.
It really is.
And you know what I like about the Nation, and I like about like Oilers Nation? It just does feel like a community.
Well, and it's genuine people that are obsessed with this team, that are passionate. They're local. They're local people.
I love good insight from like a tie-on professional as well sometimes.
Oh, totally. Absolutely.
But if you're wanting to watch a pregame while laying in your underwear scratching, I think you got to go with us.
That's a nice visual. To anyone in the chat right now scratching, we're here for you. Maybe you're in the shower, like Ryder said earlier. Maybe that's where you tune in from. That's fine too.
I missed a savage line that you said.
I don't remember.
Marianne says, "Oh my God, Lisa, for now."
Oh yeah.
When you said that.
No, I literally said I was out with some friends and I had a couple beers and they were like asking about the wedding. I was talking about it and where we're getting married. Wait a minute. Where we're getting married is somewhere that I used to party a lot when I was 18, and I straight up was like, "Oh no, like I'm bringing someone else home that night. Like we're going back to being 18. It's gonna be wild." I'm kidding. It's a joke. That was a joke.
I'm gonna run away. I think I'm running away.
Make sure you're liking this video, following along Oilers Nation. You are all just the best. Your contributions to the show make it so much more fun, and we just can't wait to get here every weekday and open the chat, and then later on getting messages from people with inside jokes from that morning show if they're checking out the podcast later on. It's been fun.
Yeah, to another good one. Bye for now.
Hopefully our audio works at the beginning tomorrow. Or not, because that could have been the best content ever, and you just missed out on it. We crushed it. Talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like it, hype it, and share it with your friends.
And to not miss any of our content, make sure you're subscribing to the Oilers Nation YouTube channel.